It seems that Celsius might be our mark. That's where it's getting a nice consistent film of smoky. And that's about 20 degrees Celsius, 20 to 24 degrees Celsius over what normal operating temperature would be in a vehicle. So I think that would be a good number to test it at. Just wanted to add that in there real quick. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. About 10 minutes in. She's pretty smoky. 150 degrees Celsius. Oh man, it's stinky. So at 30 minutes, no loss. 499 grams it says. And that's exactly what we started with. Alright, so we had no loss in grams at 30 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius from the Mobil Extended Performance. Now we move to Penzoil Ultra Platinum. And there we are, 200 grams. And start the test. We'll be back once it gets up to temperature, and we'll test it. We'll be back whenever its 30 minutes are done. Let's go out here and take a peek at this Penzoil Ultra, see if anything's changed with that. Oh, I smell the oil. It's smoky. It is smoky. You see the color change? The Mobil did that and the Penzoil did that. As soon as it gets hot, it turns color. Stinky. Stinky, stinky. Stinky oil. I smell it. Almost smells like a bonfire. God. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. And also 499 grams with no oil loss. So now we move to the Schaeffer 9000. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and bottle up some of this fresh oil. And before we pour the used stuff back in there, because I don't want it contaminated, the Schaeffer and the Mobil Extended has already been tested. So I poured the oil that was heated up back into the container for each one. This oil has a green tint to it, like a greenish color. Right on the money. Smidge over. All right. So now we put it on our testing station here. Mind you, your vehicle would never tend to see the temperatures that we're testing these at unless it got really hot. So this is in a normal situation testing these, and then we will up the temperature again. All right, now we're finishing up with the Schaeffer's 9000, but I have to say, you can sit here and breathe this. This Schaeffer's 9000, it smokes at none at all, 0. There's no smoke coming out of this thing at all. And it's at 149.9, 150 degrees Celsius, just like the other ones. And there's no smoke coming from this oil, 0. It is handling the heat so well. This is absolutely crazy. Just no smoke coming from it at all. Honestly, out of the 3 oils, the Mobil smoked the worst. Just from what I could see, they were a little anecdotal. The Mobil had a little bit more smoke to it, but didn't lose any measurable loss. And the same with Ultra. Ultra had a little bit of smoke too. It wasn't as much as the Mobil, but Schaeffer, 0. That oil is not smoking at all at this temperature, which is, again, you guys know I'm not a Schaeffer fanboy. I ran across it by accident based on viewer recommendations on testing it, and it is the best oil that I have tested so far. I've got some Penzoil coming. It's cold out here. I've got some Penzoil coming to test that stuff as well, to send it out for virgin analysis, but this stuff is good. The Schaeffer Supreme 9000, best stuff I've tested so far. Okay, we are done. Shut our machine off. Wipe up our mess. So, no. We're going to have to come back and increase the heat, maybe 175 degrees Celsius, and retest again and see where we're at with those same 3. And let's just see where we go with it. I can honestly tell you from a visual standpoint, the amount of smoking that was going on from the Mobil and the Penzoil, substantially higher. And then the Schaeffer's was so calm and quiet, no craziness going on at all, and you could smell the difference. It almost smelled like the Mobil and the Penzoil had a much deeper burnt smell than Schaeffer. Schaeffer was, you know, it smelled like, definitely smelled like burnt oil, but not like them. It was tolerable. You could sit there and smell it, where the other ones, it was like, oh God. But the Schaeffer, you could sit there and smell it, and it was like, this is weird. Visually, not as much smoke. Smells way less burnt. Definitely no loss between any of the 3, and all 3 would be stable, running 20 degrees Celsius over normal operating temperature with no loss. We have to increase our temperature and do it again. Y'all be blessed. Take care, and thank you for the first installment of our Noack volatility test. We'll test as long as we can comfortably before it smokes us out of the garage, and then we ain't testing any higher.